From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Hello to our 2021 graduates, their families, and friends. Take a deep breath. Pat yourself on the back. You made it. You have finally graduated high school. And as you have heard many times over the past year and a half, this period of time has presented unique challenges in all areas of our lives, not just at school. You are, in fact, a very unique group of graduates. Your entire final year at South Huron has been impacted by this pandemic. We know there are many negative things this pandemic has done to the school year. Sports gone, band gone, introducing quadmestering, clubs gone, a formal commencement gone, gathering together in large groups as friends gone. These are all the items that, as I read your most memorable moments at South Huron, were the ones you listed most often. Yet, you persevered through, and you're now on the other side holding on to your high school diploma. Well done. There are some positives we can take away from this past year. Just as I said, there is no other graduating class in history that has had this type of final year of high school. This also means you have skills that no other high school graduate has built so strongly. Your perseverance, resilience, optimism, flexibility, and adaptability are what got you through this year. No other graduate before had to depend on these skills as much as you. Use these skills in whatever path you take after high school. These skills will support you through other difficult times ahead. I posted a picture of a shirt one student was wearing earlier this month at South Huron. It said, "There will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be mistakes, but with hard work, there is no limit." You have certainly proved that by being a graduate of 2021. Also, think of the way your vocabulary has grown. You have new or now overused words and phrases. Social distancing, quadmestering, flatten the curve, asymptomatic, lockdown, quarantine. You're able to adapt quickly and figure out the world around you. You also know the importance of working as a team, in this case, a very big team. Your team was in fact the province, all of Canada, and in fact the world. We have worked together as a human species to help reduce the spread of COVID-19, and we are now starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. This teamwork shows you are not alone, and we can be sure of support from those around us. As you reflect on your year that has been, you can most certainly take the time to regret all the things that were taken away from you in your final year of high school. Everyone at South Huron, from your teachers, to support staff, to custodial staff, to administration, to parents. We all would much rather have had the year you should have had versus the year you did have. But while you do reflect on the year that has been, take the time to reflect on what this year has allowed you to accomplish. Good luck wherever life takes you. Some of you will go off to post-secondary. Some of you will start an apprenticeship. Others of you will go off to the world of work. And others will take time to reflect on your next steps. Be proud of who you have become. Be proud of the work you have accomplished. Be proud to be a Panther. Everyone around you is certainly proud of you today.
Hey, class of 2021. It's been a tough year, but congratulations, you did it, and I am so proud of you.
On behalf of the Agway-Maitland District School Board, it's my pleasure to bring greetings from our Board of Trustees. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate the graduates. not only on your academic achievements, which of course are very important, but also on your contributions to co-curricular activities in the arts and athletics, as well as your school and community service. We'd also like to congratulate the families of the graduates. Your support has been vital to your students' success. Also, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, we thank teaching staff and support staff for your excellent work. And finally, we recognize school council for the great work that you do in support of both students and staff. This past year, as you are aware, has presented many challenges to our students and families, as well as our school staffs. During that time, graduates, you've been required to display persistence, independence, and self-discipline in completing your learning tasks, and we congratulate you for that. Tonight, however, it is our hope that you will reflect not only on your accomplishments for this year, but on all the great things that you have experienced through all your years with Avon Maitland. The class trips, the school concerts that may or may not have gone as planned, pizza days, sports events, and those crazy special pajama and crazy hair days. We'd also like you to think about the friendships that you formed over those years, as well as that special staff member who made you feel better about yourself even when things were not going so well. And so graduates, we wish you all the best as you continue on your chosen pathway, and whatever you do, may you do it well. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Thompson, Member of Provincial Parliament for the amazing riding of Huron Bruce, and I'm very pleased to be in Exeter today outside of the South Huron District High School, and I'm here to congratulate all the Panthers that are graduating. I very much appreciate your stick-to-itiveness and your adaptability over the last school year, and I think it's going to serve you well. And in that spirit, when you look ahead to your future, do so with pride, and always remember there's amazing job opportunities for you close to home in Exeter and across Huron County. Congratulations, Panthers. I wish you the very best.
Hi, I'm Ben Lobb, Member of Parliament for Huron Bruce. I'd like to recognize all the recent graduates from South Huron District High School and congratulate you on all your achievements. I'd also like to thank the teachers, support staff, parents, grandparents, and extended family for all your support that you've provided our students through the years. All the best in 2021 and beyond. Congratulations and have a great evening.
Thank you for the privilege of being a part of your South Huron High School 2021 virtual graduation. As Mayor of South Huron, I am extremely proud of how you have persevered through this global pandemic and played your important role in this unique chapter in history. Your children and grandchildren will learn firsthand about how the world faced this pandemic, but especially how you, as students, handled this unprecedented crisis not seen in the last 100 years. You are well positioned to achieve great things no matter where your career paths take you. But never forget that knowledge is power, and experience is the best teacher. Take what you've learned from your years at South Huron and make your world a better place. Be a change maker. Challenge yourself every day, and remember, you can be anything you want to be because once packed, knowledge is easy to carry. This is a year that students really and truly earned their diploma, and no other generation can compare with that or take that from you. You should be proud of this accomplishment. All of South Huron salutes you and is proud of you as we celebrate and wish you all the success that awaits each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduating class of 2021. On behalf of the Phys Ed Department, Athletic Council, and Panther Athletics and coaches, I'd like to congratulate all of you for the commitment and resiliency that you've demonstrated over the past year and a half. COVID has been an experience that you will remember forever and one that you persevered through together. We recognize the sacrifices that you've all had to make in order to get to graduation day. Thank you to all who participated in our athletic programs, our athletes, our Phys Ed students, and the Athletic Council for your involvement, your willingness, your dedication, and your drive to always meet the standards of Panther Athletics. It's unfortunate that many of you missed out on a spring season in 2020 and the entire 2020-2021 season for individual and team sports. There is no doubt that it would have been another year filled with great successes on the field, the court, the diamond, and the rink. We hope that the athletic experiences and opportunities that were presented to you at South Huron are something that you can look back on fondly. From those early morning practices, to the bus rides after a big win, to Huron Perth Championships, to buyout games, to late night Toronto FC trips, it was all part of the Panther Athletics experience. Although for the first time in many years we were not able to have athletics and subsequently an athletic banquet, it's evident that there would have been no shortage of deserving grads to be nominees and winners for our major athletic awards. Congratulations, Panthers. Best of luck in your future endeavors, and thank you for your dedication to Panther Athletics during your time at South Huron.
Congrats, class of 2021.
We missed seeing you all at our student council events this year, but we hope you have fond memories of your time here at South Huron. On behalf of student council, we would like to thank you all for participating in our events over the years, some of you more than others.
We hope you look back on your time here and smile at the memories you've made. Things like the color run. Who can forget Evan Geiger taking a brand new pair of American Eagle jeans and cutting them off into shorts just for the event?
Or your first dance, or all your semi-formals that you went to, watching you girls try to walk around in your high heels. Or maybe it was the parties after semi-formal that you guys remember.
The 5 days of Christmas, culminating in the road hockey tournament in the afternoon where the staff dominated, or at least in our minds we did.
The end of the year carnival where we ate ice cream and we played like big kids on the blow-ups, like the bungee run or obstacle course.
We gave you opportunities to get out of class and have some fun. So hopefully you look back on your time here at South Huron and realize that you seized those opportunities and didn't miss out.
And last but not least, we'd like to thank Rachel Rudy and Kelly Wine for all of your years working on student council. We know that this year was particularly difficult, not a normal year, but through COVID, you guys worked hard, you made virtual activities for the students, and we can't thank you enough. We hope that you take your leadership skills forward with you, and thank you very much.
Class of 2021.
We won't forget you. And to my Frenchies, thank you for all the memories and fun times in class. I'm proud of you, I'll miss you, and as always, make good choices.
Hi Panther graduates, this is Mrs. McLennan, and I'm so very proud of all of you for making it through an entire school year under a pandemic. You have navigated this school year like champions. You're a group of resilient, amazing humans, and I have been so very lucky to have taught the vast majority of you over the past 4 years. It's my sincere pleasure to introduce to you the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2021. Kelly Wine is the kind of person that everyone likes. A genuine human who has a ready smile and can make you feel at ease at once. She's a natural leader, but she knows when to step back and allow other people to shine. She was a valued member of the Panthers varsity curling team, and she's been an active member of the Exeter Skating Club and Can Skate. Kelly was involved in Students' Council and was a grade 11 representative. She's also been on the grad committee. She was involved in Music Council and was a part of the school band. Kelly is the kind of student that every teacher wants in their classroom. She always does her best academically, and she's always there to help those around her. She is confident, curious, determined, driven, and dedicated. She is someone that her peers respect, and that's because she treats everyone around her with that same respect and kindness. Kelly exudes a quiet confidence, and it's her ability to work with others and her ability to know when to shine and to when to let others take the spotlight that makes Kelly a wonderful choice for valedictorian. Brock University is the lucky institution that will inherit her, and although she will become a Badger, Kelly, we know that you will always be a Panther at heart. Graduates of 2021, it is my sincere honor to introduce to you your choice for this year's valedictorian, Kelly Wine.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening to everyone watching from the comfort of your home. I know this is not how we predicted our graduation when we entered grade 9, starting a fantastic 4 years of making friendships, participating in extracurricular activities, and of course, going to class. Although this past year and a half has been different for every family, I wanted to create a speech that everyone could connect to and look back on the year and remember not the fact that we graduated during COVID, but the fact that we are the strong and proud graduating class of 2021. I would like to start off by thanking everyone who has been so supportive to all the students throughout our high school years. Mr.Havenga, let me start by saying it is great to have you back as a proud Panther. If you do not remember, in grade 9 and 10, Mr.Havenga was our vice principal, and then he set off to CHSS. This year, after Christmas, Mr.Havenga came back as principal and has been supporting all the students at SHDHS through online schooling. Mr. Burt, you are next. Mr. Burt came in and had a new perspective on how to improve our school. Although he got a lot of pushback from many students, he stuck to his plan and in return made our school a better place. I am sure all of us will miss the classic bow tie walking around the halls, keeping us safe. We wish you all the best as you leave South Huron this year. I would also like to thank all the office staff for the hard work you do. Your job is a lot of work, and you are always there to help when we have a problem or come in late. Keep up the great work. Our EAs work hard every day. Last year, I got the pleasure of being right next to the lockers of the EAs, and let me tell you, they do so much for the school and are always there to help. I never had a day where I did not come in and see one of them smiling as they walked to school and when they walked out. To all of our custodial staff, you truly are the silent ninjas of the school. I don't even want to know what our school would look like without you, and thanks to your time and dedication, I never had to. Lastly, I would like to thank all the teachers. Whether I had you personally as a teacher or not, I know that you have one of the hardest jobs in the world, and you all strive to help each student reach their potential. I know teachers have always said that people ask them why they spend time with 13 to 18-year-olds every day, and it's always the same response. These teachers understand that we are not all that bad. Some of us are even funny. Teenagers are hard workers and love to participate in clubs, sports, band, and trips. I know so many people watching this video who have had a hard day, and the first person they turn to is a teacher they trust and that will listen to them. The bond between teacher and student is something that is irreplaceable and will never be forgotten. Students, please make sure you go to your teachers and thank them for their great dedication to teaching you and being there for you, whether it be 1 year or all 4 years. And parents, I know as teenagers we can be tough to deal with at times, so thank you for putting up with us. You push us to do better and are happy when we succeed in something, so thank you. When I was writing my speech, I was looking for quotes that would fit into my thank yous, and this quote I think summarizes just how much we need the dedication of everyone in the school to succeed. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. Antonio France. Each person in our life has taught us to dream, created plans, and made us believe. So graduates, make sure you tell everyone just how much you appreciate them and all that they do for you. Now, my fellow classmates, it's time to talk about all of our great adventures we have had here at South Huron District High School. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's start in 2017 to 2018, our grade 9 year. All of my fellow band members will remember the year of band camp. This was a great bonding experience that taught us so many lessons that we used throughout our high school years. Following that was the drama club, who went to Sears and did an amazing job. I know this helped create many friendships for these students. Then there was Madame's French class. Anyone who just took grade 9 French, do you remember any of the grammar you learned? Probably not, but I'm sure you remember playing the famous game of Loup Garou. This game was a fun way to learn some new words and just enjoy French class. In grade 9, we also had the chance to participate in the color run. Wow, what a mess that was. Looking back on old photos, we were all covered in chalk from head to toe. I know the custodians wanted everyone to stay outside to reduce the amount of chalk left in the school. So many great photos and a fun way to get together as a school and have some fun outside. A quote by Karl Lagerfeld states, "What I like most about photographs is that they capture a moment that is gone forever, impossible to reproduce." These photographs from the color run will live on in our memories forever and help us to tell our future children about all the great experiences in grade 9. One last thing that was a big part of our grade 9 year was the hypnotist. Even though we could not participate, I remember laughing and hearing so many people in all grades say how much they enjoyed him. He was very different from the other speakers that student council would get, but was something fun and exciting that I know many of us will always remember. Then we had made it past our first year of high school. Not as bad as we thought it would be. Now for grade 10, the year of the dreaded history. Just kidding, it's not that bad. Ms. McLennan and Ms. Park were great at creating fun ways to learn about history. One of my favorite memories in history class was when both classes got together and we went outside to play war games. It was a great way to learn about the ways of war without reading a boring textbook. And we all know we would rather go outside and try not to get blown up by a beanbag bomb than read a textbook. Plus, I'm sorry to the students in Ms. Park's class, but we whipped your butts. There was also the school walk where we got dressed up in our colors and tried to win. Personally, I think the orange team of Miss Keller's grade 10 science class should have won, but I congratulate the teams who did. In grade 10, there were also 2 different Europe trips. I know not all of us participated in them, but many did. I know both trips, there was lots of fun adventures, lots of learning for both history and French, and many memories were made. When I was looking for quotes for this part of my speech, I found one that said, "We don't remember days, we remember moments." This quote really stuck for me for grade 10, as I remember so many moments from grade 10, but all the other things that happened during those days don't matter, because the important things will always be remembered. To all the students who are involved in sports, out there watching me on your computer, phone, or TV, I promise I did not forget about you. There were so many opportunities to participate in sports from grade 9 all the way to grade 12. So many people I know tried new sports and loved them, or tried a new sport and hated it, but learned something new about themselves. There was also the students who have been playing the sport since they were really young, or since grade 5 in school. It is so fantastic to see these students enjoy the sport when they are playing at SHDHS, and the whole school gets to cheer them on. And to all the teams who never got a cheering section, I hope you enjoyed yourself and what you played. I hope you gained new skills and enjoyed working as a team to either bring success or gaining the experience of how to make your team better and continuing to enjoy the sport together. Remember to keep doing the things you love. And just because you are leaving high school does not mean that you have to stop participating in sports, clubs, trips, or art programs you enjoy. Then we moved to one of the most exciting and stressful years of high school, grade 11. When we entered grade 11, we never could have guessed how it would have ended. The beginning of the year was just like any other. We went to classes, and then student council put on some fun events, like our second color run, the Halloween dance, and our annual Christmas assembly. Then right before March break, we thought our world was getting so fantastic. We thought we were getting just an extra 2 weeks off of school. If only we knew what those 2 weeks would turn into. Well, those 2 weeks went by, and they told us we were doing this crazy thing called online learning. And our marks could not go down from the mark we had before the break. And then we found out that there were no exams, and I'm sure many of you were excited to hear that. I know that for many of us, we found the rest of the year went by very quickly, and all of a sudden, it was our grade 12 year, the last year of high school. A year where we never knew if it was our last day walking into the building or if we had to do it all again tomorrow. There were no clubs or sports, but I hope that you and your friends found a way to make the year an enjoyable one, even if most of us had to bring a blanket to Miss Hill's math class to keep warm. Although I don't know all the stories from what each graduate did or has been taught through COVID and online schooling, let me tell you, You all have succeeded. You have made it to the end. All 4 years of high school done. And whether next year you plan to go to university, college, and into an apprenticeship or into the workforce, I wish you good luck, and I know you will succeed there if you put your mind to it. Lastly, I would like to remind you of a few lessons that I know I have learned and will carry with me forever, and I hope you too have learned in high school. Time management is such a large part of high school and everyone's future, no matter the path you choose to take. Whether it is making time to do things with friends or family while still having a full-time job or going off to school, or even just starting a family. These are all things that take a lot of time management, and hopefully you've learned these important skills that will help you. A great quote to always remember is, "Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow." Teamwork is another important skill that is taught in high school that is used in your everyday life. Whether it's a skill you learned from a sport, club, or just a group project from school, this is something that I hope you remember and learned how to do. Remember when we were all in kindergarten and they were teaching us how to share? Well, teamwork is just a more advanced version of sharing. We need to work together and create bonds in our future workplace to be successful. The famous Henry Ford said, "Coming together is the beginning, staying together is the progress, and working together is success." This is a quote that shows the progress of the workplace and how a team working together and learning together can create great success. In life we do many things. Some we wish we had never done, some we wish we could replay a million times in our heads, but they all make us who we are, and in the end, shape every detail about us. If we were to reverse any of them, we wouldn't be the person we are today. So just live, make mistakes, and learn from them. Create wonderful memories, but never second guess who you are, where you've been, and most importantly, where you are going. Congratulations and cheers to the graduating class of 2021.
As many of you have probably seen in the movies or on TV, there's a tradition during graduation where students turn their tassels and throw their caps. The turning of the tassel from the right side to the left symbolizes the transition from student to graduate, and the throwing of your cap symbolizes your move on to bigger and better things after graduation. So, even though we aren't together in person tonight, we'd still like you to carry on this tradition. So grab your caps and get that tassel hanging off the right side. Now I know mine is the left, but it's going to look the right way when you go, so just follow my moves. First, we're going to transition from student to grad. Graduates, please turn your tassel. Perfect. Well, I can only imagine the problems a few of you had with that, but we'll pretend it was great. Now we're ready to throw our caps, but wait for my count. Oh, by the way, apparently throwing caps is dangerous because they have these pointy corners and people can get hurt, so be careful around your parents and grandparents. Our reflexes may not be quite as fast as they used to be now that we are older. Are we ready? On the count of 3, grads, please toss your caps. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 2021. You did it.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the end of this beautiful ceremony and day. I understand that you have been on your screens for a while, so I want to make sure that I am brief and to the point so that you do not fast forward to the closing credits. As your vice principal, I had the privilege of watching you begin a year with uncertainty, yet day by day, you made the best of things. When reflecting on your progress, I'm reminded of a quote from Denzel Washington, where he said, "If you get knocked down 7 times, get up 8. I never quite understood this concept at first because I always believed that you must be standing before you get knocked down, and therefore, if you fall 7 times, you get up 7 times. Watching you this year now makes this quote make perfectly good sense. In order to fall, you must be standing. More important, before you can stand, you must have been lying down. As part of our COVID commitments, you had to walk through a specific door and put on hand sanitizer. You came to school anyway. Once you got to your classroom door, you had to put sanitizer on again. You went to class anyway. Once inside your class, you were required to stay at your desk and not mix cohorts. You sat at your desk anyway. Without much movement, your teacher provided lessons and activities with scheduled body breaks. You learned anyway. At the end of the school day, when the school conducted its staggered dismissal, You left at the right time and exited through the right door anyway. And when your alarm bell rang the next morning, you got up because you were willing to do this routine over and over again. And then we entered the lockdown. So for 300 minutes, that'll be 225 minutes synchronously and 75 minutes asynchronously with an hour for lunch. You continue this routine so that you may reach where we are today. So in conclusion, when you hear someone quote Denzel Washington by saying, if you get knocked down 7 times, get up 8, please understand that you lived that statement, and we thank you for that. At this time, we would like to thank your parents, relatives, community members, teachers, and anyone else that I may have left off, because without them, this would not be possible. We would also like to personally thank Haskett's Funeral Home, Hansen's Independent Grocer, Prime Pizza, and the Radcliffe Real Estate Team for their financial contributions that paid for the banners in your front yards. Have a great night, be safe, and always show your Panther pride. Good night, everyone.